You are now live. What's going on once again? I just got hit with a message. Hit with a message to drop on you. Had to stop by real quick to let you know life is a movie and you are directing your show. What's going on, family? Shout out to art created by Source, Dream State 1144. I love that. Part of the 144. I got a good friend who talks about the 144. I want to tell you about something. There's more to explore with the 144. There is always more in store. So, three things that I stopped that started me on another path in life. What were those three things? Just three things. We'll get into it. What's going on, family? Appreciate you for joining. What's going on, Jane, Varun, Pearson, shout out. Maria. Hey there. One of those things was I stopped listening to the radio. They say that we have gates. There are doorways of perception. And when you can control what comes in and out these gates, you can direct your life. One of these gates is the ear gate. One of these gates is the eye gate. One of these gates is the mouth gate. You know those little limericks, those little lyrics, those little poems, right? There's so much pleasure in poetry. But there's another perception. The doorways of perception, the gates of knowledge. Stand guard at the gates of your mind, right? Take the time to stand guard at the gates of your mind. So be careful, little ears, what you hear. I stopped listening to the radio. I stopped listening to the news. I stopped that input. But what did I start? I started listening to motivational audios, audiobooks, Audible, inspirational things, affirmational things, things that said, I am amazing. You are amazing. You are outstanding. You are astonishing. You are magical. You are mystical. You are marvelous. You know why people make remarks about you? You know why people make remarks about you? Because you're remarkable. Come on now. I ain't got to tell you. You already know it. All you got to do is go ahead and show it. So, people make remarks about you because you're remarkable. I started listening to these audios, playing affirmations over and over and over and over and over and over and over again. Because what did I do when I was rolling down the street in the slab, slow, loud, and banging, all in my trunk, right? Listening to the funk. I was listening to that audio over and over and over again. I knew all the words to all the rap songs, all the R&B. I knew all the words, right? And I repeated those words over and over and over and over again. Right? Be careful, little mouth, what you speak. The words that we speak over ourselves, do we speak death? Or do we speak life? What are you speaking? What are you seeking? Do you speak life into your existence? Do you know the power of your words? Like a bird that takes flight, our words go out, and try as we might. But once a word has flown away, it cannot come back. I realized that there are four things that never return. The spoken word, the speeding arrow, the wasted life, and the neglected opportunity. I learned this from a book by Dennis Kimbrough, author of Successful Secrets of Black Millionaires, Think and Grow Rich, a Black Choice, and started to read these things, right? Be careful, little eyes, what you see. So I stopped listening to the radio. I stopped listening to the news. I started listening to affirmations. I started listening to audios, things that tell me, you can do it. You got this. You are amazing, right? Things about abundance, wealth, prosperity, consciousness, opulence. Do you know that you are opulent? Do you know that you are more than enough? I started to say these things to myself over and over again, influencing the ear gates and affecting the mouth gate. I'm receiving money now with ease and grace. I love actively and passively making money. Money is coming to me with little or no effort. I enjoy working and being paid well. Unexpected money is coming to me. Manifesting more money comes naturally. I'm a powerfully charged money magnet. I'm feeling open to receiving abundance. I see the infinite supply of energy. I'm taking financially rewarding opportunities. I choose to enjoy accepting payment. I am living each day appreciating value. I see myself living a life of financial security. I'm taking all my financial opportunities, not for lack of opportunity, right? So while other people see the obstacles, you see the opportunity. While other people see the stumbling blocks, you see the stepping stones. Stop watching the news, stop listening to the radio, and start listening to things that tell you you can, taking your focus off of what you think you can't. And you will land in a very different place. You might even see a very different face when you look in the mirror. Have there been times in your life where you couldn't look at yourself in the mirror and smile at the face looking back? That you didn't like quite how you saw yourself to be? What if you were able to reframe and reclaim a new name? What if you were able to say, it's okay. I can see myself in a completely new way. That's what I had to do then, and I still do it today. So that was the first thing that I stopped and started. And I wish my woes dearly departed. The next thing was video games. I lived in a virtual world. I lived in a virtual reality of my own making. Playing games, role-playing games, and MMORPGs, massively multiplayer online role-playing games, right? FPSs, first-person shooters. And I delved into that world. I dived deep into a reality that was my fantasy. I used to fantasize about going on adventures in Skyrim, playing Grand Theft Auto, being anyone else but me. But to dream of the person you wish to be is to waste the one you are. As we always say here on this channel, you shine bright like the brightest star. Whether near or far, you know who you are. So I stopped diving deep into the virtual reality and I started to appreciate my own. Realizing wherever I had my heart, that's where I had my home. I said, Jerome, no matter where you may roam, you will always have a home. And I understood power in the power of my hands. Just like right here on this cell phone. So what do you have in the palm of your hands, my friend? Like the podcast, the open palm. Motivator, meditator, coming at you live. In a place where we don't just survive, actually, we thrive. What was the third thing I stopped doing? Stop playing video games, stop listening to the radio, stop listening to the news. Started listening to audio, started speaking affirmations, started reading books. But another thing I stopped, and this took a while. Even think about it now gives me a smile. I stopped blaming others for my misfortunes. Whew. About to get emotional here. I externalized the things that weren't internalized. Because I didn't realize that realize can realize real lies, right? Say that again, Jerome. Say that again. Come on now. They didn't hear you. I didn't realize that real eyes can realize real lies. And when I looked into my own eyes in the mirror and started eye gazing, I shed tears. Because at a certain point, I had to face my own fears. What I'm telling you took time. And it even took years. But I'm still here. We're not all in the clear, right? But when you remove all doubt, what dreams would appear? This is my question to you. What will you do? So, my friend, blaming others for my misfortune, blaming others for my situation, blaming others for my circumstances, blaming others for what I thought was bad luck. I ran amok, right? Dr. Wayne Dyer said something that I'll never forget. He said, ultimately, there is nothing to forgive because there is nothing to judge and no one to blame. That level of compassion and love was insane, right? Unconditional. To be able to say, it happens to me because of me. If it will be, it's up to me. When I stopped externalizing and I started internalizing, it wasn't that things got easier. It was that you got stronger. You were able to lift more. You were able to soar. When you let go of your tether, things got better, right? You stopped being down. You became a go-getter. But once again, I'm telling you, my friend, in life, it's the time that we choose to spend that makes all the difference for you and I today. We're just figuring it out in our own unique way. Much love to you, much love to you. I trust that you enjoyed this message. Share this with somebody who you feel needs to hear it. Once again, those 3 things that I stopped doing that started a new path in my life. I controlled the gates of knowledge, the doors of perception, the eyes that see, the ears that hear, the mouth that speaks. I stopped listening to certain things and I started listening to others. And sometimes we listen to ourselves too much and we don't speak to ourselves enough. What do you speak into your life? What life do you speak into yourself and others? Be it your sister or even your brother. Be it your father or maybe your mother. What words do we speak to ourselves and another? I stopped playing video games fantasizing about inserting my consciousness into that virtual reality, and I started living consciously in this one. Understanding that life is a game, and if we're playing to win, the only way we could lose is if we quit. Like a pinball machine, my friend tells me. Play till you win, right? What is it? What do you see, that game over screen? Insert another coin. And you always have another coin, my friend. Because you are abundant. You are prosperous. You are opulent. You are everything, and everything is you. And the last one was, I stopped blaming people for my circumstances, my situations, and my unfortunate events. And I started realizing and reclaiming my power, reframing my mind, and gamifying my life to the point where I understood this is my avatar. This is your avatar. You're leveling up. You're gaining new stats, new skills, new attributes. And there is no end. Just like in Skyrim and the Elder Scrolls, there were no end to the side quests, right? Life has no end to the side quests. Even Grand Theft Auto, what we were talking about earlier, one of the most violent games, right? Grand Theft Auto. There's a message in Grand Theft Auto. Do you know the message in Grand Theft Auto? The message of Grand Theft Auto is, it does not matter where you come from. You could be Nico Bellic, right? You could be from South Central LA. It doesn't matter. Come what may. Because it's not about where you're from. It's about who you are. Right? That's what takes you from here to wherever you're going. So keep growing and keep flowing and keep glowing, my friend. We'll catch you again. This has been Jerome Shaw, host of the Open Palm Podcast, motivator, meditator, coming at you live with a message. And I trust that you will thrive today. Be alive today. Don't just survive today. It's a vibe today. Come on now. We with the tribe today. I see you. I see you. Keep shining. There you go. Take care. We'll see you again very soon. Much love.